Welcome to CPS360. I'm Alex Weimer.
And I'm Barrett Smith. We start our show with a feature on the Columbia Public School Teacher of the Year, brought to us by Audrey Roloff.
Many schools have special awards that recognize the efforts of extraordinary teachers every year. At Hickman High School, the Teacher of the Year award is presented to an honorary teacher that has shown excellence throughout their career. This year, Jessica Lucas, the department chair for English and AP English teacher, was selected.
I think you can't really be a student in her class and not feel special. And so it's wonderful that we're able to learn the information, but also have that amount of attention.
This award does not go unnoticed, and many faculty members are glad to see their colleagues win. Katie Wish, the AP language teacher at Hickman, was happy to see Mrs. Lucas receive the award.
She balances so many different things. She has a family of her own. She teaches a variety of classes here at Hickman and takes on those responsibilities just very gracefully, and just has this style about her that she, like I said, can take all the information, hear everybody out, and make solid decisions based on that.
Different teaching skills will stand out when picking the Teacher of the Year, and the way that Mrs. Lucas connected with her students was very unique.
Try to connect well with my students. I try to be a very hard worker. I try to support the other teachers in our building and the administrators, and I try to do what I think is right as a person and an educator, and hopefully those were some of the qualities that were recognized.
Students also see these special methods of teaching in the classroom, which makes their learning experience even better.
There was a lot of reading in that class, and she always picked really interesting books. And we sometimes had these large, independent reading book projects, and there were about, I think, 4 in a year. And she would sometimes recommend books for you personally, which was wonderful because it showed how well she really knew our tastes and our styles.
The nomination process is long, but is also a learning experience for everyone involved. The letters of recommendation are always heartfelt and can encourage a teacher to work even harder.
It's just been so gratifying and humbling to have the hard work that all teachers do, but to have my work recognized. I was given copies of the letters that my colleagues and students wrote, and honestly, they made me cry at some points because they were just so sweet, and it's such a wonderful opportunity to hear those nice things that people have to say. It's very uplifting. It makes the hard work and the stress of teaching sometimes be very worthwhile and rewarding.
Overall, this award has given Mrs. Lucas gratification and will never be forgotten.
Wow, great to see the impact the teachers have on students.
Yeah, she's a great teacher.
Next, Ben Elmore brings us a story on an end-of-year project at Hickman High.
As the school year comes to an end, kids are working on their final project. Miss Barnes, an English teacher at Hickman, decided to have some fun with the project.
The idea behind my project was I found out late last semester that the school was that a former CUPE had donated $50,000 to Hickman, and that money is going towards school improvements related to education. And that got me thinking that my honors courses, that would be a great opportunity for them to create proposals.
The improvement projects were very interesting to work on, able to do whatever you want.
This project is you could really do anything that you wanted to. And so there were so many things that it's just like you get surprised with some of the things that you see that people made up.
Making these proposals were hard sometimes, along with the work needed and presentation.
It was since we had so much flexibility, it was sometimes hard to know if what we had was enough or what we needed and what we didn't need in our presentation.
It was kind of hard because you had to explain your project, and it's sometimes that you expect them to know exactly what it is because you've just been doing it the whole time. Turned out fine, and it was fun to do that with my group.
Overall, students had fun and got to have input into the school. This has been Ben Elmore for CPS360. Back to you guys in the studio.
Wow, I'd love to see students working so hard.
Yeah, so do I. It's great. It's great for the education system.
For our last feature, Ben brings us a heartwarming story over a teacher's battle with cancer.
With Miss Fick being diagnosed with cancer for the second time, some people wanted to help out.
Person, and she's so loving and kind, and I know that I'm not one of the only people that thinks that, and so I thought that showing her support and love would show her that we care.
Months of planning went into a wonderful surprise for Miss Fick.
I started talking to some teachers because I wasn't having much luck with kids, and I was talking to Mr. Rodeman about it, and he just immediately got involved.
So I sent an email out to the faculty, and Hickman being a fairly supportive place, everybody like gangbusters kind of said, yes please, I'm in. So that went on, and hopefully by Wednesday we should have, I think maybe about 130 t-shirts were sold, and some people also just gave some money. So we're hoping to give Mrs. Fick a big group hug.
Finally, the moment came. From all of us at CPS360, we wish the best of luck for Miss Fick. This has been Ben Elmore for CPS360.
Well, that will do it for our show. I'm Barrett Smith.
And I'm Alex Weimer. Thanks for watching CPS 360.